She grew up on a farm. She had a very hard beginning in her life. She was one of 7 children. And her mother, she was a farmer's wife, so she had a very small world. And back then, they used to punish their kids. Audrey used to have to help out on the farm, milk cows, get teased by kids in school, and then she would just get tortured at home all the time by her mother, which is why she ran away when she was around 16. So what happens when she went down to the city, she got stuck in with this pimp. He kind of kept her prisoner for years and pimped her out. And then, she had me for a whole year, and then she got arrested, and then I was taken away from her. And then I had to go and live with her mom, and then so I had to grow up the same way. So it was really sad that Samuel Little would prey on women like my mom, women who were lost. They're just lost to the world.
I picked up the case, I want to say it was in 2012. I was working the cold case unit here at Robert Homicide Division, and we initially got case-to-case DNA match on 2 of the victims, and it was Audrey Nelson and Guadalupe Apodaca. And as soon as I started looking into the patterns of the victims, it was apparent that I was dealing with a serial offender. I do know that back in the 80s and 90s in LA, it was a huge epidemic. I mean, for that time, it was like a killing field out here. And we lost a lot of women because of it to violent predators.
The investigations weren't really looked into. He could just keep getting away with this because no one was looking, no one was asking, no one would be looking for these people.
He was an opportunist, but he preyed on these vulnerable women, basically. The ones more apt to get in the car with him, either for money or for drugs or for alcohol or whatever their vice was. And he knows that. And he also knows these women are less likely to be reported. He had this pattern of priors. He had been arrested for murder, and he had been arrested for pimping, pandering.
And then he'd be just a slap on the wrist, maybe in jail sometimes, but usually for robbery or assault. It's astonishing how he just kept getting away with the murders. How did he keep getting away with that? But he did.
I call them the last dead. It's sad, but it's almost like they're treated like they're less dead than, a white housewife from Reseda.
These women, are people too. Their mothers, their daughters.
That's the real hard part about working murders, is having to deal with those families that are left with the aftermath of their loved one, being taken from them. And in these cases, they were all mothers, and it was losing their mother at a very young age, and then having to navigate life. In Pearl's case, without a mother or a father.
For so many years, you're left not knowing why or who. My mother, she fought for her life because it was the DNA evidence under her fingernails that was the major factor that put Sam away. Sam was always like, I didn't do it, but we got you. The woman got him. Mitzi got him. Beth Silverman, she ate him right up. So he did not like the fact that the woman, we've all put him away. It feels really good to know that he can't hurt anyone else. Of course, all of us people in the case, we all just really came together. And it does bring a closure. It brings a strength. I I'm also excited to have all these cases like Audrey's to come to light and for their families to have closure too.